Who is this?
Hashem said to Moses, say to Aaron, stretch out your hand with your staff over the rivers, over the canals, over the reservoirs. Raise up the frogs over the land of Egypt. Aaron stretched out his hand over the waters of Egypt, and the frog infestation ascended and covered the land of Egypt. The necromancers did the same in their incantations, and they brought up the frogs upon the land. Pharaoh summoned Moses, and Aaron said, entreat Hashem that he remove the frogs from me and my people, and I shall send out the people, and they may bring their offerings to Hashem. Moses said to Pharaoh, glorify yourself over me, for when should I entreat for you, for your servants and for your people, to excise the frogs from you and from your houses? Only in the river shall they remain. And he said, for tomorrow, he said, as you say, so that you will know that there is none like Hashem our God. The frogs will depart from you and your houses, and from your servants and from your people. Only in the river shall they remain. Moses and Aaron left Pharaoh's presence. Moses cried out to Hashem concerning the frogs that he inflicted upon Pharaoh. Hashem carried out the word of Moses, and the frogs died from the houses, from the courtyards, and from the fields. They piled them up into heaps and heaps, and the land stank. Pharaoh saw that there had been relief in making his heart stubborn. He did not heed them, as Hashem has spoken. Hashem said to Moses, say to Aaron, stretch out your staff and strike dust upon the land. It shall become lice throughout all of Egypt. So they did. Aaron stretched out his hand with the staff, and it struck the dust of the land, and the lice infestation was on man and beasts. All the dust of the land became lice throughout the land of Egypt. The sorcerers did the same with their incantations to draw forth lice, but they could not. And the lice infestation was upon man and beast. The sorcerer said to Pharaoh, it is the finger of God. But Pharaoh's heart was strong, and he did not heed to them as Hashem had spoken. Hashem said to Moses, arise early in the morning and station yourself before Pharaoh. Behold, he goes out to the water. And you shall say to him, so that Hashem send out my people that they may serve me. For if you do not send out my people, behold, I will incite against you your servants and your people and your houses. The swarm of beasts and the houses of Egypt shall be filled with swarm, and even the ground upon which they are. Oh, okay. And on that day I shall set apart the land of Goshen upon which my people stands. That there shall be no swarm there, so that you will know that I am Hashem in the midst of the land. I shall make a distinction between my people and your people. Tomorrow will be a sign to come about. Hashem did so, and a swarm against the wild beasts came into the house of Pharaoh, and in the house of the servants, and throughout the land of Egypt. The land was being ruined because of the swarms of the land. Moses said, it is not proper to do so, so we will offer deity to Egypt, I cannot read, the deity of Egypt to Hashem, our God. Behold, if we were to slaughter the deity of Egypt in their sight, will they not stone us? We will go on a 3-day journey in the wilderness and bring offering to Hashem, our God, as he would tell us. Okay. You just want me to keep going. All right. Hashem did so, and a severe swarm of wild beasts came to the house of Pharaoh and the house of his servants of the land of his servants throughout the land of Egypt that was being ruined because of the swarm. Pharaoh summoned Moses and Aaron and said, go, bring offering to your God in the land. Moses said, it is not proper for us to do so in the land of Egypt. We will go out. Behold, if we were to slaughter our deity of Egypt in their sight, will they not stone us? I already wrote this. And we will go on a 3-day journey in the wilderness and bring our offerings to Hashem, as Hashem has told us. Pharaoh said, I will send you and you shall bring offerings to Hashem your God in the wilderness. Only do not go far off. Entreat for me. Moses said, behold, I will leave, and I shall entreat Hashem, and the swarm will depart from Pharaoh, from his servants, and from his people tomorrow. Only let Pharaoh not continue to mock by sending out the people and bringing offerings to Hashem. Moses left Pharaoh's presence and entreated Hashem. Hashem did in accordance with Moses' word, and he removed the swarm of wild beasts from Pharaoh and from his servants and from the people, and not one remained. But Pharaoh made his heart stubborn upon every time and did not send out his people. Really? Okay. Hashem said to Moses, come to Pharaoh and speak to him. So Hashem, the God of the Hebrews, send out my people so that they may serve me. For if you refuse to send out and you continue to grip them, behold, the hand of Hashem is on your livestock that are in the field, on the horses, on the donkeys, on the camels, on the cattle, and on the flock. A very severe epidemic. Hashem began to distinguish between the livestock of Israel and the livestock of Egypt, and not one thing that belongs to the children of Israel would die. Hashem has set an appointed time, saying, tomorrow Hashem will carry out his word in the land. Hashem carried out his word the very next day. All the livestock in Egypt died, and all of the livestock of the children of Israel, not one died. Pharaoh sent, and behold, of the livestock of Israel, and not even one had died. Yet Pharaoh's heart became stubborn, and he did not send out his people. Hashem said to Moses and Aaron, take for yourself handfuls of furnace soot, and let Moses hurl heavenward before Pharaoh's eyes. It will become like dust over the entire land of Egypt. It will become boils erupting into blisters on man and on beast throughout the land of Egypt. They took the soot of the furnace and stood before Pharaoh, and Moses threw a heavenward, and it became boils and blisters erupting on man and beast. The necromancers could not stand before Moses because of the boils were all over the necromancers and all of Egypt. Hashem strengthened the heart of Pharaoh, and he did not heed to them as Hashem had spoken to Moses. Keep going. Okay. Hashem spoke to Moses, arise early and station yourself before Pharaoh. Say to him, so that Hashem, said the God of the Hebrews, send out my people that they may serve me. For this time I shall send all my plagues against your heart, upon your servants and upon your people. So